NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off about the 31. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They snap it to Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Newton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let me see that plate. Come here. Come here. No.
The Charger drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, at least
bring the play here, Ari.
How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Y'all get over here and sit down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Herbert on third down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a block.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They fake the give. Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And
what the fuck, man?
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain that time for the Chargers. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt.
What the fuck?
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Play action. It's Newton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's Newton. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one.
They ain't got enough room to get to where they're supposed to be. It's goal, man. Like 2 yards.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Herbert off of play action. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's all the way down
chill the fuck out, bro.
A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I know you're ready to get down, but chill out, my nigga.
Something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. Herbert back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Oh, that's a pig, bro. Come on,
Pass
man.
out wide, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the
Hey, real,
drive,
get your brother
which is
putting the
demoralizing
sink.
for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Oh, yeah.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd and 10, Newton to the right side to Eric Ebron. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Put their tablets down.
Off play action. Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
My wide receiver.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once.
Oh, no, I was looking at water for real.
Something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A handoff left. Elliott.
Going across
the
the
slot. Down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy
decision.
Just gave it inside.
Watch TV.
Nice steady game.
Hey, some water, yeah.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Bengals. For Cam Newton, and the arm strength circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a good one there.
And they got 95 speed, man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7.
That ain't 95 speed, but that's like 91, 92.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Yeah, come on, man.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
Yeah. I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
What'd I do?
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Flushed out right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Eckler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Why he didn't break on the
First
ball?
catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for L.A. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down for about 95% chance.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. And
Hey,
the
rock
strength
the
is
baby,
still there,
man.
and he showed it off on that one. And McPherson
Yeah,
on for the
really
extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. He
He'll return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Herbert now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a two-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Herbert to throw.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Herbert.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing, Herbert.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Herbert going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have thrown that
get
ball.
out of the breathing,
Second
man.
year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by McPherson. Good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now one final throw is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion.